Yes. Yes, I know we must. Yesterday we stopped here. We ordered processing. Correct. Next, we talk about lambda layers. That means lambda function. So layer is nothing but a zip archive that contains libraries and custom runtime and other dependency files. For example, if you want to launch an application, for launching that application, you need the dependency files, library files, and everything. That we can able to keep it in your lambda as a layer. Now, what it will do, it will enable the functions to mainly to share it easily, and you can upload a layer one time and reference it to any other function. That means you can able to keep one layer and you can refer this layer for the next time. For example, if you are having Node.js, so Node.js means Node.js or React. Now React you need means you need npm packages. So that npm package is already mentioned in one of the layer of a lambda. Now this is used for a particular function or an event, particular event. After this event is over, since we already put this npm package as one of the layer, we can refer this layer in another layer also, another lambda function also. Because one time it is fine. Every time it's not necessary to keep on adding it. Next, promote separation of responsibility. Developers can iterate faster on writing business logic and enable it to keep deployment packages small. So what are the limits we have in this lambda is up to 5 layers you can keep it, and that layer package size cannot exceed more than 250 MB. So I think you know anything about React and all. React, Java, all these things. For example, PHP means Apache server you have to install, and this React, Node.js, Express and all you need to install npm package. Do you know that actually? Okay. Well, now coming to the end of this Lambda function. Lambda is a serverless compute service that provides built-in fault tolerance and automatic scaling. A Lambda function is a custom code that you write that process events. A Lambda function is invoked by the handler, which takes an event object and context object as parameters. An event source is a AWS service or developer created application that triggers a Lambda function to run. Lambda layers enable functions to share code and keep deployment packages small. Next, we'll go first extending serverless architecture with Amazon API Gateway. You know by PHP, I know little. Okay, fine. One second. Okay, extending serverless architecture with API Gateway. So API Amazon API Gateway, what it will do? What is this Amazon API Gateway? As the name itself mentioning, what is this one? API. API means what? Application program interface, correct? So one application or one resource has to connect another resource means you should have a gateway. Like every places have a gate, correct? So the gate, what the gate will do? Gate will have a check and then it will allow you. That means the gatekeeper will check who are you, then only he will allow you. Same thing, this Amazon API gateway, as the name itself mentioning, it is going to interact with internally also and externally also. Mainly tells you to create, publish, and maintain, monitor a secured API, and acts as an entry point to backend resources of your application. Just now I told you. It will be going to act like an entry point to backend resources of our applications. It handles up to thousands of hundreds of concurrent APIs, thousands of concurrent, thousands of hundreds of thousands of concurrent APIs. Concurrent means what? At the same time. That means one same application, multiple people can able to interact, multiple people can able to access at the same time. Correct? So each one is called a API calls. It can handle workloads that run on mainly on easy to instance Lambda, any web application and real-time communication application also it can able to handle. And it can able to host and use multiple versions and stages of your API. Multiple versions means what? We already learned version 1, version 2. Do you remember? Version 1, version 2 means nothing. For example, if you are doing HTML, example, HTML style tag you are mentioning the text color should be white. Okay. This is version 1 which we already uploaded. Now again we are changing some modifications, doing some modifications and mentioning text color is yellow. Now this is version 2. So version 1, version 2, version 3 like that. Whatever the modified things we call it as versions. So same thing here, it can able to help you to host and use multiple versions and stages of your APIs also. Now what is API with security? First one it require authorization. Just now I told you. It's like your office security guard. What he will do first he will authorize. He will check who are you, whether you are authorized to allow or not. Same thing first it require authorization. Next it will go and check whether you have the policy or not. The API will check whether for example EC2 wants to access lambda. First it will check ECA is authorized to access lambda. Next it will check whether do you have any policy related to that to access lambda. Next, throttling settings. Throttling settings mean at the bottleneck situation. At the bottleneck situation. Bottleneck situation means what? At the last moment they are coming and want to access or more number of queries at the same time, which is making the system slower. For example, you might have you purchased any mobile or something which is in the like the launch date, particularly on the launch date of the mobile. I think usually they will do at 12 o'clock. Do you remember? Amazon will launch a new mobile at 12 p.m. Now everyone are accessing that website at 12 p.m. Correct, na? So what will happen? Some people might not be able to access the website. That means what? According to them, the server might be down. But what was happening really is, for example, 1 million is the target means. Now 1 million, 1%, the next person comes means it will go to the throttling settings. Throttling means what? Now, for example, you are eating fully, okay, and some people are asking, let us say 10 parotas. You are not able to eat 10 parotas, but you have to eat. Now, what will happen? You have to eat 10 parota, but you are not able to eat above 8. But still, maybe to win a game, you want to eat it. What will happen first? It will get stuck in your throat. Stomach will be full. It will get stuck in your throat. Correct? That's what throttling settings. That means the neck moment. Neck moment. Okay. You cannot eat. That's what you cannot eat. But you have to the thing will get stuck in your throat also. That means the stomach is full. Right, as you said. So now same thing, throttling setting is when 1 million users are there allowed, but it becomes 1.2 million. Now this 1 million people who came first, they can able to access the website properly, but the remaining 2 lakhs people will get stuck because all are API calls. All these are one API calls. So how many calls it can able to access? And next one. protection from the distributed denial of service or and injection attacks. So, protection from distributed denial of service and injection attacks. So what will happen? You can able to see all the production is from the distributed denial of service. That means any attacks are there coming trying to inject, it will throw it out by default, which on the API gateway. So this is the API gateway architecture. So it's mobile phone or website or API partner service on premises, legal application, anything it can be. You first go to your internet, it will first go to the internet. From there it will go to your CloudFront. Before that you will be having router, that is Route 53. Then CloudFront will come. CloudFront now will direct to us an API call. Now API call will check whether that whatever the query came is that query is already in the cache. API gateway response cache. If the cache is there, it will reflect immediately. Then the API is already connected to your CloudWatch. CloudWatch will monitor each and every interaction. Then, based on the permissions, if you are allowed, or the user is allowed to access the resources, he can able to access the Lambda function, EC2 endpoints, VPC, and other services, or any other public access point. So this is the common architecture of API gateway, where it will be back behind the cloud front. Are you getting? Are you getting or no? Okay. Now, RESTful microservice. What is RESTful? You know RESTful means what does that RESTful means? RESTful API. Okay, you know the HTTP methods. Do you know HTTP methods? That is get. I think I already told you one time. Get, put, list, copy. Get, put, list, copy. Then what? Get, put, list, copy, delete. One more method, post method, main method. So these are the RESTful methods. So you guys already know this one, right? You wrote it already. Patch. Patch means update. Patch means update. There's no. Okay, what method you will do? You are saying. Now, do you know all these things or not? A get put method, what it will do? Do you know that? Do you know the meanings of all get put post list copy? You don't know? Mhm. Okay, wait. I'll just open it. Mhm. So whenever you're connecting to a database and you want to retrieve data, you have to use all these HTTP methods. These HTTP methods will only help you to retrieve the information. So it will always like uses this HTTP request to access and manipulate all your web resources. I will show you what is the get throughput methods. Hmm. Okay, you write this one and keep it first in your notebook. Are you able to see the screen? Okay, right. What is get means read and retrieve the data. Post means read and write the data. Put means read, write and update the data. And delete is delete the data. Copy the data. List all the data. First you know all these things. When you use this method, what will happen? So mainly all the users will use which one? Only get method because they want only the information. They are not allowed to edit also. So if you want to edit, then it is called as you might be a developer. Okay, finished writing. Okay, fine. Now we'll come back to this one. So this RESTful microservice, that means each and every services also we can able to use RESTful service. That means for example, Lambda can only read the data. For read the data, I have to put which one? Get method. Now Lambda can able to write the data also. Then I have to use post method. Now Lambda can able to update the data also. Then I have to use put method. If the user wants to see my data, only he can list the data. That means he can able to see the full list. If he can able to copy, delete all these things, we have to give it. Now RESTful API is an interface that two computer systems use to exchange information securely over the internet. Most business applications have to communicate with other internal and third party applications to perform various tasks. So yes, even if you have, for example, you have your accounts team. Okay. Now accounts team is mainly for what purpose? For your salary and other payroll and say everything related to finance, correct? Now you are an employee. You can go and ask an information to the accounts team that whether your salary got credited or not, correct? But can you give any task to them? Can you go and give any task to them? You are an employee, normal employee, let us say an executive. Can you give a task to accounts team person? No. So why? Because you are not authorized. You can able to talk to the accounts team only related to salary or anything related to finance. You can talk. That means you can get the information. Not you cannot order them or give them task. Correct, right? Now same thing. Some tools will have only specific access. That's what it will support RESTful also. RESTful means that's what HTTP methods. So he might want to use only get method or put method or post method, whatever it is, based on the resources to perform various tasks. You can able to see based on the performance what you want. Only for that we'll use those methods and solve a issue. I mean, we can able to access the resources. Are you getting? Okay. Next, serverless mobile backend. Serverless mobile backend. Now we'll see. You are from using your mobile. You are trying to access an application or a website. It is going to the API gateway. From API gateway. For example, let us take a website. Let us take LinkedIn. Okay. LinkedIn, you want to log in. Now, what will happen? First, it will go when you will try to log in, it will go and identify whether you are a person here or not. Or first, it will go and check whether to identify whether you are the right person or not. First, it will go identify management. That is, it will go be connected to a lambda function that will go and give the cognizant if it is given as a cognizant. Cognizant means what? Your username it should be already there in the any one of the other social media websites. That pool it will check. If yes means it will give a token service. Your data is already in a database. That's why it is comparing. So Yes, this guy is there in the social media, we will can give the STS token. Now once it given the token, it will come back to the API. Now API will allow to go to the particular logic. Now the core business again one lambda function which database he wants to access. For example, now profile let us take. Now profile is a permanent database, correct? Because it will be structured. Your name, email ID, phone number, everything is profile. Now that is for LinkedIn. Now that is connected to your RDS database. That is connected to your RDS database. For faster recovery, we can able to faster recovery. You have to see that Amazon Elastic Cache is also combined. Next, in LinkedIn, what you will do? You want to post something. Now that it can be the size can be anything. That I should not put in the RDS. That I have to put it in the DynamoDB. So the size, video, everything you can able to post. So unlimited access is given by DynamoDB. So we are going to use DynamoDB for your posting. Next, any images will come. Images or videos can be stored in S3 bucket. The contents will get stored in DynamoDB. This is our serverless. Why this serverless they are saying is most of the things which we are using, that is Lambda, DynamoDB, and everything, which is serverless means what? We already know that yesterday also I told you. What is meant by serverless? What is meant by serverless? Managed by AWS. Exactly. Managed by AWS. So most of these things will automatically increase or decrease and managed by AWS. So this is unlimited, this is unlimited. Only this is limited, that too we can able to create the structure and we put elastic cache also. This we automatically set. So all these services, most of them are except this one, all are serverless. You getting? Okay, now API, Amazon API Gateway is a fully managed service that enables you to create, publish, maintain, monitor, and secure APIs at any scale. Amazon API Gateway acts as an entry point to backend resources for your application. It abstracts and exposes APIs that can call various backend applications. These applications include Lambda functions, Docker containers that run on EC2 instance, VPCs, or any publicly accessible endpoint. Amazon API Gateway is deeply integrated with Lambda. Orchestrating microservice with AWS step function. Now we'll go for the step function. What is meant by step function? As the name itself names mentioning, what is this one? Step by step function. That means first function, second, third, fourth. That means step one, step two, step three, step four. Like this only the function also has to run. Are you getting? Now here you can see challenges with microservice application. What are the challenges with microservice application? Now when you have multiple steps which is connected to your database or anything and you have queue, you are able to see one lambda function is connected with another lambda function. That means A equal to 5 or A equal to 5, B is equal to 10, C is equal to A plus B. That means what? C is expecting the result of A plus B, then only C will get executed, correct? Yes. So அப்போ என்ன ஆகணும்? ஏக்கு வேல்யூ இல்லை அப்படின்னா என்ன இருக்கும்? ஏ வேல்யூ ஒர்க் ஆகலை இல்லை வேல்யூவே இல்லை அப்படின்னா என்ன ஆகும்? சியும் ஒர்க் ஆகாது, கரெக்டா? ஏக்கு ஒரு வேல்யூவும் போடலை. it cannot execute the function because the result has to be come from a plus b. இப்போ ஏல வேல்யூவே நம்ம கொடுக்கல அப்படின்னா if a is empty, if a is empty, if a is empty na, then c will not work. C is also empty. b ஓட வேல்யூ கொடுத்துருக்காங்க, let us take 10. பட் c வந்து என்ன ஆகும், c is a plus b, அதனால ஒன்றும் பண்ணுறதுக்கு இல்லை. Fine. Now these are the challenges in microservice applications, because microservices and each is an individual thing. Each and everything is individual things. Now when I want to do something, I have to depend on some specific services, not some, yeah, at least few services I have to depend on. Otherwise it will not work. Right? This is the main challenge of your microservice applications. You are getting right? Okay. Now to solve this problem, we are bringing step function. As the name itself mentioning, step-by-step functions. So what it will do, it will coordinate microservices using visual workflow. That means if you use Zogo and all, you will be able to see visual workflow will be there. That means connection 1, 2, 3, 4 like this connections will be there. Who has to follow which hierarchy also we will know. That also we will know. Okay. It enables you to step through the functions of your applications and automatically triggers and tracks each step and provides error caching and logging in the step file. So step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, it will go one by one only. It will automatically check whether the first is triggered or not. First function is triggered or not. In case if the trigger has not happened, what will happen? If the trigger is not happen, it will go and check which one. The step function itself will go and check what is the error. If there is an error, it will try to find out the error and solve it. That is called try and catch method. It will try and catch method and clear the error by itself. Mostly it will try to clear the error by itself. It will, with a small coding error or something also, it will check it. And it will track every step has been done or not. It will track each and every steps. And it will provide simple error caching and logging in the step files also. So like if you go for an office, you will have step 1, step 2, step 3. That means first you have to take a photo. They will take a photo for your ID card. Then they'll ask your register to fill a registration form so that you can lay all their details. Then you'll have what? Then you will have. So now this process a procedure. Now without having ID card, they will give you access for your server room or any room or system access. They will give you system access. No, correct, right? So same thing. We have step-by-step instructions. For this, we have step functions. Now, how the workflow coordination? You see, there are some methods. First one, run task in sequence. Run task in sequence means A, then B, then C, then D, then E. Like this, it will keep on going. That is one. Second one, you run first and second task parallelly, then you move to the third one. Okay, this is one of the method. Another method, select task based on the data. Now, what data I receive? Whether the data belongs to C or B or A. Which data received, that one alone process. Like I think yesterday I told you that Fanta bottle and Coca-Cola bottle, right? All are in the same machine, but whichever I want, I will select that. I will use that alone. Next, manage try and catch finally behavior. That means one problem has come or one one query has come. It will check whether you will able to answer it not. If answer is not there, I have to find a new solution if it possible or not. So that new solution I able to create it. Next, the last one, retrieve failed data. In case the first step failed, for example, your ATM card machines, you might be able to see. It will first time it will say the card when you insert it, the card will say no, your card is not recognized. Correct? What it will tell you? It will tell you, please reinsert your card. It will tell you. Correct? Yes, so reinsert means what is happening in the back end, the system is asking to retry the failed task because the first step one is not done properly. The inserted card, right? That card is not successful because step is successful only, it will move to the next one. So, since it was not done, it will again ask you to retry it. So, this task you have to mention everything in the workflow. What is my workflow? In the workflow, we have to design it. Based on that, the steps will work. Now, the main best example is your state machines. State machine is nothing but a collection of states that can do work. For example, your vending machine. You know the vending machine, na? Vending machine. That means you have to first insert a coin or 10 rupees or 1 rupee or 10 rupees. You have to insert it. Then it will go first, it will ask you to, it will be first initially in the operation mode. Please insert your card, it will say. Please insert 10 rupees, it will say. You have all your items here, correct? You have all your items here. 1 minute. So you know this vending machine. Now you are able to see the image. Yes, I thought inside that vending machine, so I just insert. Okay, you are able to see the screen, right? Okay, so first what we will do, we will first insert the coin, correct? Then insert the price. I mean 10 rupees means that 10 rupees will insert. Then it will show it as press any key. So that's what vending machine will be in the operation mode first. Please insert a, let us say, please insert a coin or 10 rupees. Then it will wait for the transaction. wait for transaction to complete. Next, it will say please select an item. Now you are selecting a soda selection or something items you are selecting. Then it will show processing. It will show processing. Then the item will be vendor previously and it will come to here. Correct? Then we'll be taking. So now all these are steps. Now in between any step is not there. Will the other one will work? For example, you inserted the amount, but you didn't select anything. Will it vend? You'll be waiting for some more time. What is the reason? Means we might have now not noticed that the thing here it is showing like please select the item. Correct? So one step is not working fine. The next one will not work. Right? That's what we call your step functions. Are you getting? Yes or now you are able to hear me? Or now? Are you able to type it? Or now? Okay, okay, fine. I didn't scroll down. Fine. Next, states. What are the states? Now let us go for an example. Now image tagging and thumbnail application. This is called image tagging and thumbnail application. Now what we are doing, we are going to insert an image. That image has to see what is inside that and it has to extract some information like this. For example, in this image, we have mountain and two people. Now mountain and people show, it is showing. Again, this big image is getting converted into a small thumbnail image. These both tasks it has to do. First step, start one, extract the image metadata. Image metadata means what? It will first take the, when you upload the image, it will check what file is this, from where we have extracted this, what is the header, everything it will check. Next step, what type of image file is this? For example, they have mentioned a TIFF file. Now the TIFF file, as per the record, it should not or it will not support the image. Now if it's not supporting the image, it will directly measure as failed. I think in your government portals and all, they will ask you to upload your photos, correct? They will clearly mention that you upload only a JPEG image or a PNG image. If you go and insert a GIF image, will it work? No, exactly. So first it will get the steps. Now we step one is start and step one is exact image. Second one, step two is image check type. Next, if image is right, it is a upload only JPEG image. Now we'll go store image metadata. Store image metadata. It will store the metadata of that particular image. Then from that, two things we have to do, as we said, mountains people show. For that, we use the Amazon service called recognition, and we are converting this file into a thumbnail function. Now add recognition tags. That means what? It will show the tags like this person's, this image has scenery, this image have people, this image have. We can able to create like full data of how many people are there, how many men's and women's are there, or how many people are wearing specs. That these conditions we have to mention. What you want to extract from that image. That is what we require. All these things will happen parallelly because store metadata is done. So metadata is there inside AWS. You can able to create anything. You can able to take it from inside anywhere faster as well. So that's called, this is your states image. State means nothing but stage by stage we are going. This stage, next stage, next this stage, next will come the stage. This becomes as states. Are you getting now? Okay. Next, state types. We have state types. Each and every state is one type. First one, task. In that state types, you have multiple choices. Let us see what are those. First one, task means what? A single unit of work performed by a state machine. A single unit of work, that is called task. Choice, add branching logic to a state machine. Branching logic means next step. Now this one you can able to see. Previously in the vending machine it is one, but here we have two branching. If this is means this is branching. This is means this one you take it. These are your choices. That's why choice adds branding to a large brand. Next to fail. Fails means what will happen? Stops a running state machine and marks it as failure. So previous slide we saw it will be fail when the second one is not supported. Next, succeed. Stops a running state machine successfully. Stops a running state machine successfully. Succeed means full and full is everything done successfully. Next, passes. Passes input to the output without performing work. Passes its input to its output without performing work. That means that it just pass the data. It's not going to do anything, just pass the data. Wait. Delays from continuing for a specific time. Delays from continuing for a specific time. For example, that vending machine itself sometimes will take, please wait, it is processing. Please wait, it will processing. Sometimes it may take 5 minutes also. Something may not be working properly. Next one, parallel. Creates a parallel machine to run in your state machine. Actually, we saw the flow, na? Simultaneously it has to run. Now, previous diagram we saw parallelly recognition also going to work, thumbnail conversion also going to work. So both are same only. These are the state types. Next, Amazon state language. Define workflow in JSON by using the Amazon state format. We can always use the JSON format for your languages, for your state languages. You can able to see the visual workflow in the step function console. Start, cut state, final state, end state. Now define workflow in JSON by using the state languages. You can able to see start, state, type is task, and lambda function we are using it here. And next is once this task is over, then it is final state. Then it is final state. Next final state, task app and lambda is east and true. This is just the lambda function state machine. That means a JSON file format. 1 second. நம்ம வரோம் நீ பிஸ்கட் கைக்கு சரியா? Yeah. So this is just a format where we can able to write our steps in a JSON format, so it will be easy. It's because JSON format is only key and value pairs, correct? Key value pairs. Next step is final stage. What is the final stage? Based on the workflow, it will go. And end everything is fine means end true, so that it will take final step is also over. Get go for end. Done. Now step function example. Video on demand. Video on demand means what? You are uploading some video to the YouTube and YouTube is immediately publishing, correct? Yes. So how it is publishing and how fast it is doing it. It can be any format. Now we use step functions. Let us see that. You can see first one source video, whichever video you want to upload, that one. That one you first upload it in your S3 bucket. From the S3 bucket you are connecting it to the step functions. So in just it will first take the item, that means your video, and it will send to the step function. Now step function now taken by lambda. Now lambda it will first store the information about all your video file. Step function. Now it will store all your information about the video size, details, and everything. It will know DynamoDB. Next, it will the process flow, that is media converter. For example, you have taken the video in FLC, FLV format. Now it will get converted into MPEG-4 or MPEG-4 format. It has to be converted into FLV for YouTube. Now it will get converted. That process will go. Now it is already having connected to the CloudWatch event rule. That means once this is converted, it has to move to the next step. What event I have to trigger? It will show it as upload is successful. Correct? Until an upload, you can able to see a multiple video or a video file which you are uploading. It will show uploading. That means what? Or it will mention as processing. Correct? If processing is there, that means what? It is getting converted. The video is getting converted to that required format of for the public to visible. Correct? Then that CloudWatch event is done. It will go as an SMS notification. You can see SMS notification. That means it will send a message to you, mail to you, stating yes, the video is successfully uploaded. The video is successfully uploaded. Next, we can able to see deliver. The publish AWS Elemental Media Package. Now again it will go to the another one. So publishing into the media element package. That means for example now YouTube means YouTube has some other package source. That means that all the video converted should go to this place for publishing purpose. Then it will be having one more copy in your S3 bucket. Then it will be visible for the public using CloudFront. Why we are having S3 also? It's a backup copy also. If anything happen, you can able to access it. The final video, the source video. Like always, you'll have stored destination, source destination, and source and destination video. Okay, this one is destination. This one is source S3. That's why it's mentioned as delivered. Are you getting this one? So all these functions are also connected with in the steps. So step function was lambda for triggering. For triggering means for taking the file from here and moving it. You can see this one old. When it becomes old and old, we can able to use S3 Glacier also. Next in the process flow, we are using two things. One is your DynamoDB and CloudWatch. Once this event is done, how it will flow. Then last step we will be using SMS. Then we are going for a delivery phase where we can able to have AWS Elemental Media Package. That means this converted image has to be published. For that purpose, we are keeping it here and keeping one more S3 also the final copy. And we are publishing it in the CloudWatch. Are you getting? Okay. So coming to the step function is nothing but a web service that enables you to coordinate components of distributed applications and microservices by using visual workflows. By using visual workflows, a step function enables you to create and automate your own state machines within the AWS environment. And AWS step function manages the logic of your application for you, and it implements basic primitives such as sequential or parallel branches and timeouts. You define state machines by using the Amazon state languages. What language we are using here? We are using the JSON format. Coming to the end of this section, we discussed about characteristics of microservices, monolithic applications, serverless architecture with Lambda, and common architecture for Lambda API, Amazon API, and step functions. Coming to the knowledge check. Okay, so an organization hosts 10 microservices, each in an auto-scaling group behind individual class load balancers. So each EC2 instance is running at optimal load. Which of the following action would enable the organization to reduce cost without impacting performance? Without impacting performance. So first one, reduce the number of EC2 instances behind the classic load balancer. Okay, first one what we'll see. An organization has 10 microservices, each in auto-scaling group behind individual classic load balancer. Each EC2 running at an optimal load. Following to reduce cost is the main thing without impacting the performance. Okay. What are the options we have? Either reduce the number of EC2 instance behind the classic load balancer, change the instance type in auto scaling group for launching, change the maximum size but leave the desired capacity of the auto scaling group. Replace classic load balancer with a single application load balancer. So what do you think is the right answer or no? Option A. Mhm. Okay, let us see. Reduce cost without performing. Option D, because they are saying reduce the cost, and we are already saying individual classic load balancer. That means multiple CLB is there. That is not necessary. As a load balancer itself, it's having what? Main job of a load balancer itself to distribute the traffic. And they have mentioned 10 microservices, each running on EC2 instance. That means 10 EC2 instances are running. So for that, we can able to replace it with a single application load balancer. As we already know, classic load balancer is the old one. Classic load balancer is the old one, which will take slow. But when you take application load balancer, you can able to manage multiple servers at the same time. So the option is D. Are you getting? Okay. Fine. So we have completed 13 modules. And 14th module is the last one. 15th module is nothing, it will be only regarding the certification. Okay. We'll do one thing, we'll do start the 14th module on next Saturday. Okay, is that fine? Okay, I'll send you this material. You can just check that, and I'll upload this videos, also video recording of these 2 days, also in the same solution architect recording. Okay, guys. Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you. We'll see. Yeah. Asay Tambi, just wait.